Stadium in Cincinnati. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Mitchell Wilcox punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. I saw you nodding your head in approval at that decision to go for it. You liked it.
I love aggressive coaches. I love when they decide to go for it. And in this case, even if they don't get it, you turn the ball over to a team that's going to have to go 99 yards to put in the end zone the opposite way. I like your odds.
Play action. It's Trubisky. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
Sam Hubbard just continues to quietly produce for the Bengals. He plays the run, but he can also rush the passer and had 7.5 sacks in 2021.
Now Trubisky to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. You should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes
get in goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there. Big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 52 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator is trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big
up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us, looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the...
Burrow looking to pass. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Cameron Hayward is the heart and soul of the Pittsburgh defense year after year and was an All-Pro for the 3rd time in 2021 after putting up 10 sacks.
On 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's...
Now the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. Fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 34. To the air again, Burrow. Dancing to his left. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
The Steelers feel if anyone is on the verge of a breakout season, it's Alex Highsmith. He's shown plenty of flashes, which included 6 sacks last season. Now he just needs to put it all together.
Get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson from 13 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.